Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Ceresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for March 23rd, 2009. This is your host, Patrick Ceresna. As always, we start off with the S&P 500 using the SPDR Exchange Traded Fund symbol SPY. And this robust rally that we've seen has pushed all the way up into that 80-81 focal point. And there started the sell cycle that we were looking for. Really at this stage, it's going to be critical to see whether the bulls can dig in and hold this line. And we've defined the retracement area as the blue box, just even extending slightly below that 75 downside of the focal point. Really, this is the area where the bulls have to make their stand. If they do, then the window opens for maybe a second leg higher back up into even as a 86, 87 zone on the upside. But if the bulls can't hold it, then we have to visit the idea of a double bottom retest, if not an extended double bottoming process that can even see the 60-65 area on the downside. Next, I want to take a look at the ISE US Regional Banks Index, which is the symbol JLO, and we found support along the $10 area, which now create as the $9-10 focal point from last week. And really at this stage, the rally has taken it right back into that $13-14 focal point when the selling started coming in there. And really at this stage, similar to what we see in the S&P 500, we now need to see if the bulls can dig in and hold the retracement zone, which is down in this $11 to $12.50 area on the downside. If in fact the selling is contained into there and the bulls can hold the line, then the window starts to open for a second leg of a rally that could push up into not only the $16 area, but maybe even back up into the $18-19 focal point above. But if the selling intensifies again and breaks down below the blue retracement zone, at best then we can only look for a double bottom retest along the support line, or then we might see another push all the way back into what was the completed measure move into the $6 to $8 area. So the next few days will be very vital. Next here I want to look at the ISE Syndex Index, which is the symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. And we, after finding support down in that 45 to 50 zone, which was our downside measured move, we now created that focal point down in the 48-50 zone. Off of those support levels, we had a robust market push that came all the way back up and touched that 60-62 focal point above. Right now we saw some selling coming in on this index similar to the broader markets, and really at this stage we want to see whether or not the selling as well can be contained within this like 52 to 56 zone on the downside. If the bulls can contain it at those levels, then we might be looking for a move that can not only go back up to the 65-67 zone, but maybe even as high as the 775. We'll look at that as the trade develops. Next here I have a chart of the ISE Home Builders Index, which is the symbol RUF, and the support came in on a perfect retest down in that 4.5 to 5 zone over the last couple weeks, and a robust rally started from there that came back and did a really good retest back into that 625, 675 focal point. Really at this stage that retracement is also occurring. We're watching again this zone over here in the $5.50 to $6 area to see whether the bulls can dig in and hold the retracement, because otherwise we may be looking for another double bottom retest back down into that $5 area. So if we do find that they dig in and hold the support line here, at that stage we can start looking for a move that can go as high as that 775 to 8.25 area up above. Next here I have the ISE Natural Gas Index, which is the symbol FUM, and more or less we also saw the bottoms come in at around that 50-52 level, which was our downside measured move targets. Really at this stage we got a perfect rally right back into that 62 to 65 focal point before that one day of selling really came in here. Similarly, we have that retracement zone coming in there, and now the natural gas index might have some further strength coming from the breakdown in the U.S. US dollar index as commodities are starting to break out and show some strength. So really, we may see, if the US dollar index does continue breaking, we may see support lines coming into this box, and which may open the window for a move back up into that 79.84 zone back above. Finally, I want to take a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is the symbol UKX. And last week we were saying that a rally could go as high as the 400 level in what is the natural retracement zone up above into that 375 to 400 area. The market consolidated right up there, and now is also seeing a little bit of selling pressure come off that area. So we're replacing that with a new focal zone in there in that 390 to 400 area. It should be an upside overhead resistance at this stage. Similarly to the other markets, it's all about how deep the retracement goes before the bulls really take a stand. At this stage, we can't rule out one more retest all the way back down to 345, 350. But if the selling is contained above that 360 level, then we can at that point start visiting the idea that maybe there might be a further follow through on the upside. But again, with all of these markets, the one key thing is not about the rally that we've had, but rather or not whether the bulls can hold it, because every single one of these rallies in the last 6 months has been met with aggressive selling that takes erases all of the gains. And so really we want to do is see all of the bulls hold the line somewhere and contain the selling within a natural retracement zone, and at that point we can look at a multi-month rally in all of these markets. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.